Hello, hello. Welcome to my stream. For those of you in the chat, can you all put in a 25? Just put in 25 in the chat, and I'll tell you why after you do it. Just put in the number 25.
I did.
No, that's 52.
Just because I read right to left and you read left to right, you should not scream against me.
There we go. Yeah, that's fine. 20 plus 5. I like my viewers. The reason we're doing that is because tonight is CDI's 25th wedding anniversary. So
Oh,
happy anniversary.
Congratulations.
I'm still not on the street yet.
Yeah.
Always a plus.
Yeah,
The night is still young.
exactly. So welcome to my. Wow, I love this. Everybody's like putting it now in different languages, Roman numerals. Kibbs has put it in something. I don't know
Good
what that
old-fashioned
language is.
Arabic.
Okay. So yeah, welcome to my stream. Tonight we are going to be testing. Finally, we got the all the parts in for the Vaxstation 3000 Model 30. Did I say that right?
Close enough.
Okay. That's what we're going to call it. That's what I'm calling it. Oh, Hungarian yourself. Okay. Yeah, I figured as much. Like you're not from this side of the pond. Yeah, so we're going to do that. I am going to show off a new toy first, though, that I picked up. Let me get my camera set up for this. Ta-da, ta-da. So, Emily and I had been talking about doing, who's been on my stream, Emily, who's been on my stream, and I were talking about doing a make of a bench power supply from an ATX power supply. The issue with it is the one that I was looking at is got up when I started adding all the parts in that I would need to purchase. And then I just went and I did a Google search for bench power supply, and I found this one. I'll turn it on so you can see. Ta-da! We have
Digits.
3 different modes. It came with the alligator clips that plug in to the 2 here, and then also a power cable and a manual. Ta-da! So that arrived today. But in order to build something like on par with what this is, because basically you take the ATX power supply, think of it like this as an ATX power supply, and slap that on the front kind of idea. Obviously rotate it properly. Yeah, it was a wee bit expensive. So
Katrina?
Yeah.
Does it play tic-tac-toe?
I don't know if it plays tic-tac-toe. It doesn't mention it in the manual, and I have kind of skimmed through the manual.
Oh, looks like O always wins.
Can it play Doom? Kid wants to know. Everything can play Doom. Yeah. So this is my new toy that one of these days we're gonna play with, but not tonight. So let's take this off the bench. And it just takes a standard computer power supply. So nice. I was a little concerned because they shipped it in the box that it came in, and that was it. So I was a little worried when I got it, but should have cleaned out these metally bits. All right, so there we go. It's all back together. Done.
Hooray!
Yay!
Now I can hide my gold.
I wish I was that lucky. That's all I had to do is just put that on the bench and go done. So we were talking pre-stream. I was thinking I could use my bench power supply, but it's not going to put out enough oomph to this. So the issue is, let me just put that in my lap for a sec. That's where you plug it in. So yeah, I gotta roughly put this back in to do said testing. So it's been recapped. I received the proper replacement for the Rifa cap today. That arrived. I went up and picked that up. I found where the other this little, sorry, you can't see, this little ray guy right in there. Found out where that went. Got that put in. Also, I'm going to show you something. So, can you stay like that? You can stay like that. Great. So there's this cap, and this cap was the whole start of it because it was super blown up. But I couldn't really see. The board doesn't say where negative and positive goes. And I thought when I rewatched my stream from the night that Dana was here, I thought that I could see white because the whole thing was just dirty as old poop. But Dana sent me, and I can't see what I'm showing you, so this is going to be fun. All right, let me first. We're going to show the stream and just show the monitor. So Dana sent me this, which shows that the negative is actually facing, because I thought it would face these two caps. So I put it in going, okay, facing that, but I had to actually replace it with the negative facing the back of the board. So got that corrected and then put in that little guy right there. And then the Rifa cap was in behind C12 here. So got that replaced as well. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to say hi to folks in the chat. We have, let me scroll up to the top here. We got Mike's Future Retro. We got Kibbs with Retro. We got me. We got CDI. We got Francois. More Francois, more Kibbs. We got I-8386SX, also known as Jesse. Let me see, who else? We got Blahaj. Blahaj, Kibbs. We got Jenna. Hey, Jenna. Mike's Future Retro. What else? We got the one and only Garth Beagle, the King Donut himself. We got Matthew Dropko, Thomas Armstrong. Me, you are you, yeah. So here's where the fun's gonna come in. So, and I also got to find out where. So Dana suggested plugging those fans in. Oh, and I also realized we have an issue with the Molex connector.
Yeah, just put it back together.
Okay. Yeah, I know the connectors. I kept all the parts in a
Hooray!
wheel, so yay! And I actually found, weirdly enough, I found the Molex connector, not where it, like, not with the rest of the stuff. So anyway, I found it. That's the main thing. So where do those fans fit in on the back?
There should be two little connectors in the back of the board there where there's the food cutouts.
Yeah. And also, hello, Jean-Francois. Welcome. I prefer Mr. Donut. Okay, sorry, Mr. Donut. When you get to be this big, they call you Mr. Anybody remember that?
Mister?
What was it? It was for a candy bar.
Oh, for Mr. Big.
Yeah. Or big. I think it was just the big candy bar. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, you can still get them. They're still called Mr. Big.
Oh, are they Mr. Big? Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute since I like my coffee crisp. How do you like your coffee? Crisp. I am trying to find that those, was it like more in the middle, Dana? Sorry,
Yeah, it
you
was
guys can't
right
see
in the
mine.
middle near the two tiny caps that you replaced.
Well, the two tiny. Oh. So, the board goes in the other way. Okay, I got the board
Yeah.
backwards. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I see them now. Cool. I was trying to put it in backwards. This is a great start to the stream, isn't it? Trina's trying to put the power supply in, the motherboard back in backwards. This is like super tight. Do-do-do-do.
I'm the silly goose who pulled it apart. Maybe I should have had it up there to put it back together.
It's okay. I'm gonna try to do it as kind of jank as possible just to do the testing. All right.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Honestly, me too.
All right. Let's put you. I don't like the way that board. There we go. That fits in. Okay, cool. All right.
Is it on the stands?
No, it's just kind of, it's still dangling a bit over the edge, but at least I was able to get it kind of in better.
Metally bits sticks through the back of the board onto a metally bit of a tray.
Oh, I
What
know.
does that do?
I know what it does. But I'm putting this Molex connector on first before I'm putting this together bit by bit. So which way do these go?
That was the next thing I was going to ask.
You should grab another Molex connector for reference.
Please hold. I'm going to grab this itty bitty power supply. This guy. Look how small it is. But it has Molex connectors. All right. I'm going to just put it right here so I can see. So yellow goes. Okay. So the curve bit is facing me. All right. Curve bit is facing me. And it has yellow dust. Wow. I realize there's dust on it. Yellow, black, black, red. Now we have orange, black, black, red. Okay. So I'm going to assume the orange is the yellow. Do they just like snap in place? I've never put one of these back.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't shove the blacks in there yet. Trace out, make sure the black is the matching. Because it may be ground, but it may be polarized ground or ground to another location. So just follow.
Okay, let's put the red in then, because the red goes on the other end. Let's do that, shall we? There we go. There we go. Okay.
Where does it go? On the other end of the cable onto the board, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
It connects down here.
Not an expert, but I would think that the black next to the red on the board would be the matching pair.
You would say that, but let me show you a problem with that lovely bit of logic, Mr. Spock. Let me zoom in. Do you see the problem? Both blacks are on one side of the red.
Well, your name is in the way. Okay, then. You didn't touch anything else. Oh, you touched the fans, didn't you?
Yeah.
Look at the bottom, or look to where the trace is, and just see if are they joined?
Hold on. Let me take a look. Let's see. Okay, so that black and that red. Okay, they split out. Sorry, I know my name's in the way. They split out down here. So I got like red, black goes it kind of like does a Y. So red, black goes there, and then orange, black goes on the other side of that Y. So all I got to do, as easy as this is try to trace. I might just cut off that wire. Dana, you don't mind if I cut off this little wire attachment thing?
Like,
No, you're right. Your
sure.
fingers are right between it. Just okay. Split it. Put your finger right through.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so this goes by the red. So keep tracing it back up. Keep tracing it back up, and it's this one is by the red.
Okay. No, this is an educated guess from a college dropout. So, was up? You know what to do.
The power supply should have a common ground from everything I read.
Yeah, but this is digital. So
there we
enough.
go. Okay, so they're all. I've heard them click in, so we're good there. Sorry, you can't see. Ta-da! There we go. Okay, so that's that. Now comes the fun part. Figuring out what the hell. Okay, so I was tracing this out earlier when I had this out of the case. So that all goes. Oh, sorry, you really can't see. So there's. Sorry for the bad lighting. See if I get some more. I need to get a desk. I was talking about this today. I need to get a lamp from my desk. If I'm going to work on it more. Trying to get some light over here. Just bear with me one sec. Is that any better? So this all comes from what you plug in the cable, and then it goes into this black jigger thing, and then there it comes out to that, and that. Oh, sweet! It's color coded because there's, if you can see, there's that's blue, and then there's like a brown, and on the other end, this one is blue. So I'm going to assume blue and blue go together. No. Huh? Okay, maybe it's this blue? Oh no. Okay. Right. Right. Huh. So where the heck does this plug into? So there's two sets of blue and pink, which is amazing because, you know, that doesn't confuse anybody or anything. Or sorry, blue and brown. But they all the ends, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing.
Yep.
All the ends kind of look the same. And as well as on this one here, the ends look the same.
It's starting
Oh
to
no,
sound.
one's kind of smaller. Okay. Sweet.
I'm gonna go and look through the old stream and see if I've got can find a nice frame of that.
Okay. I'm going to try this one because one seems to be smaller than the other. Nope. The connector is the same size. How the hell did you plug into? Huh.
and Serena, I hear the dogs barking, so it's my time.
All right. You have a great night. Enjoy your anniversary, and
Thank you.
yeah, happy anniversary.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Always read your post before.
Yeah.
hitting
CDI
send.
is very much right that digital would just do whatever Sometimes what they were doing was just like literally whatever the hell.
Right.
Like it was kind of silly.
Okay, so the problem I'm having, Dana, is that all the connectors are all the same size. Like the ends of them are the same size.
Yep.
Which doesn't go well for mushing them together.
Oh, the blue and brown go to the power switch.
Yeah, but there's two sets of blue and brown. There's this set of blue and brown, which I'm assuming goes to the power switch because that's what it's closer to.
Yep.
And then there's another set of blue and brown kind of further back, which is what I'm assuming this from the power goes to. However, they don't plug together. It's like they're the same size. And that's where I'm running into. Sorry, I'm looking down and not really looking at my stream. Sorry, folks. But yeah, they're kind of the same size, as you can kind of see there. Do you have a service manual? Francois, the service manual was, if it fails, call us, we'll replace it. Hey, Ethan. If I remember my vac supply, I think all those go to spare lugs on the chassis, etc. Yeah. So
I'm trying to find the spot in the video where we start really pulling that apart.
Yeah.
I found some spots where it wasn't too bad, but thank you, Ethan.
I'm looking for photos when I took mine apart. Oh, perfect, Ethan. Thank you. I was honestly kind of hoping that we could use the bench power supply, but apparently nay. Sure. Darn. Okay. I am going to... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, Dana, we can't use the breakout, but we can because Trina's not looking properly. So we're all good.
Yeah, all the greens go onto that screw thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you have your machine handy, 28 minutes, 29 seconds is so far the best for looking at this that we have.
Okay, I should go to my YouTube page then. Let me go to my studio.
30 minutes, 47 seconds might actually be better.
Okay. Please hold on. I'm loading up my YouTubes. Content. Live. Let me see here. Live stream with Dana. There we go. I found it. So are you saying 31-ish minutes in?
30 minutes, 47 seconds.
Okay. Oops. Yeah, I can mute it. I don't need to hear myself. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's the other side. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm at 30 minutes. I'm at 30 minutes, 8 seconds, so I'll just let it play from there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, there's all those grounds that we took out.
Yep.
See those? That's great. You know, it'd be nice if I didn't have my fucking hand in the way.
Oh. Ethan has found his photos.
Oh.
Wasn't that
okay? Okay. So that goes over to that, plugs into that. So where the hell does the damn power plug into? Oh, that's when we started fucking around with the Molex connector.
Yeah, it was 30 minutes 47 was probably the best shot.
Yeah, I looked. I just didn't seem to see. Red alert, swing, bots. Hey, gut bomb. Found my photos. Uploading. Okay. Did you break something? No, we're trying to figure out how to connect this so I can plug it in and, actually test it. But we're trying to figure out where. So we have these connectors that are coming off the power. And then we have these connectors that are the same size inside. And we're trying to figure out where everything kind of. I can't connect them because they're the same size. So
check Discord.
Okay.
Don't know how helpful that is.
Not in the least. Honestly. Yeah, I'm looking at that. It doesn't really help. Yeah, that's what they're designed for, to try to power a whole computer with this power supply. Hey, Joe. Yeah, however, could we do that then? Do we need power going to it? Because Gutbomb said I thought you were just going to put an HDD
Well,
on it for load
yeah,
and test the other
you should be
rails.
able. I don't know if it cares about the fans or not, but you should be able to pull it out, figure out which of the two power wires it wants for the power inlet, and then just somehow connect them to power. That is an option. But ideally you'd have one of the connectors for you, not relying on tape, hopes, and dreams.
Mm-hmm. Ethan, I need to go to YouTube. And go to my current live stream. Because Ethan is uploading photos. And I don't, I'm gonna make him a mod. Because if Ethan tries to post a link to the photos, we're not gonna be able to see them. Because the link, YouTube will chew up the link. So I need to make Ethan. I'm making you a mod, so that when you get the photos uploaded, you can just share the link in the chat, and we'll go from there. So I'm just loading up the YouTube stream now. I'm slow. It's okay. We're in no super rush. I'd rather do this safe than sorry. Let me see. Add as moderator. That's what I want to do.
You also said put it on Matrix.
Okay. If you know what Matrix is, sure. The only thing I know about Matrix is you are now a mod as well, Ethan. So if you want to put the link, to the photos in here, there you go. All right, let me click on the link. I'm a doodle. How much help there'll be. Okay.
He took much nicer pictures.
Yeah. So they all go to that switch then, from what I'm looking at. At least in that first photo. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. So, do we need to switch them as well to connect all those cables to it?
Yes.
So confused. Okay. Let me. Haha. Oh, sorry. I can't see my own stream right now. Ta-da! Oh, that's Joe. That's probably Dana's dying hard drive making that noise.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about StreamYard having no filtering.
It does. If you go into settings and go under audio, there's there's echo cancellation. Browser not supported for background noise removal.
Yep.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay. So I found the power switch. Ta-da! I like how chunky it is.
Yep.
So the question is, oh, we bent one of the things. Uh-oh. Can I get this back together? There we go. The question is, does it matter where blue and
Yes.
so if I put the power supply in, the power switch in, the blue goes on towards this. Sorry, I gotta reorientate myself. Okay. So the browns go towards, okay, I get it.
Perfect.
Yeah, because if you look at the first photo in that, what Ethan put up,
Yep.
I'm just looking at it now. So the browns, the blues, because I can see like there's two different blue cables,
Yep.
they seem to go onto the side towards the screw, so towards the, yeah, towards the screw. Yeah, and like towards like the closer to the fans, basically. And then the brown ones seem to go closer to the like the lip. If that makes what I'm looking at sense. So I'm gonna just take the darn thing out. So how do they go in? So if that's the way the switch goes in. Okay, that's one blue. This is two blues. Okay. This is a pain in the ass. There's no easier way to do this, is there?
Probably
Would I
not.
say no? Okay. Okay. And then that's one brown. They seem to be facing out. No, actually, they're facing in.
So one side of this thing should be going to the board, and the other side should be going to the power socket.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. I'm just fighting the ones on the board because they are stupidly short. Oh. The fuck? This is getting frustrating. You know, it'd be nice, a nice manual showing everything. Just saying. Okay. But which one from the board? Because there's two sets that are coming from the board. Blue and brown.
So the blue and brown, one goes to the spot where you'd plug the monitor into, and the other one goes to the switch. It should not matter which one goes where.
Okay. All right, so I got that plugged in. I'm gonna actually try. Okay. I'm gonna try. That might be easier then. Okay. That'll make it easier. Cool. Sorry, I'll just swear and curse a bit. Do you know? For this lovely old stuff that they don't like to put manuals for. Why? Why do you need a manual? Eh. Okay, that's. Okay.
We're just repairing stuff that they used to replace whole units.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ethan is right. You can get manuals for everything for the PDP-11. Vax is a black hole. Unfortunately, this was the first generation where they stopped having manuals and like firmware sources, so you can see what it's doing, and you can get incomprehensible error codes out of the machine rather than, how to do this or tear down manuals for power supply and everything.
Oh, yeah, I'm not looking at the streams. Sorry,
Honestly,
folks. Yeah.
I think the big old lawsuit with Ito had a lot to do with it, where they had made a carbon copy of one of Deck's terminals, and then they're like, yeah, no more.
They don't like to give you any extra cabling, do they? Ah! Fuck. Mm. It's got to turn around, and I can't get it to turn around. That's the problem. Maybe.
It is probably keyed a certain way so that you can't
Yeah,
accidentally.
I know. But the problem is getting the fucking cable that's like shorter than Pee Wee's dick to rotate around. Because this is a fucking smart idea the way they did this. Yeah, sure. Oh. Sorry. This is just Trina blowing off some steam. Like, how the hell are you supposed to? Suppose you're supposed not to do this. All right. Screw this. Let's unplug it all. Okay.
As paradoxical as it
Adding the
sounds.
switch and the hold. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, Ethan. Ethan, so facing, like, going towards the fans, should this be like, should the off part of it be facing like closer to the fans, or the on part, or does it matter?
Can I see the back side of the switch and the connectors?
Yeah.
So flip it upside down. Turn it the other way. Okay, I'm gonna have to draw this out. Flip it back the way you had it.
I'm gonna put my hand behind it so I
Does
can focus.
does the one in the bottom left there look like I had bent it?
There, this one here, yeah, but this is bottom right. But yeah, that one's kind of
Well,
bent.
that's bottom right. That's good. So if you're looking at the power supply,
Yep.
like move that out of the way. If you're looking at the power supply where you can see all the pins, the off should be okay on there. The off should be towards you, and
Okay.
that pin that looked like it was bent should be bottom right.
So, off. I'm gonna put it
Off,
like
and then let me see the
that.
asset. Let me see the let me see the pins.
Sorry, it's kind of
Yeah, like that.
okay. All right. I got the switch back in, kind of. All right. Out of my way, ground. Now I got to figure out which way is blue. Again, hold on. I gotta go back to that photo.
I'm gonna look at a
Blue is
picture of the
towards the
asset
screw.
position.
Okay, cool. I got it. Blue is toward, yeah, on mine.
Cool, I was right.
Okay. The issue is going to be trying to get that bottom one. Okay. So let's do the bottom one first. Eh. Okay, that's on. I have no idea what I'm bending over there. And that's the brown. And that still isn't any easier with the power switch in. Because, yeah, trying to see and work on this is like a nightmare of a situation. Okay. My switch is a slightly different one. Okay.
So should I just like head on up there and go like raccoon mode?
Hold on, I might be able to get this. Need something to hold it with. Let's try the tweezer, or let's try the hemostats. It's just whoever designed these, I like to meet them and then shoot them. This was done by humans too. This is the best part. Like, how did they do this? Hold on, I gotta stand up for a sec.
Yeah, I'm gonna step off for one moment.
Okay. Yeah, not designed for field service completely. Hey, Mark! How's it going? How's everything in the land down under?
Yeah, back in the day, no one repaired switch mode power supplies.
Nope. I don't know how they built them to start with. There we go. Haha! We have success.
Kurt.
All right. Now it's just the other two. Which now the cables are going to get in the way. So how the hell are you supposed to put those in? I gotta do the top first. Fuck. I just got them all nicely plugged in. Wonder. No, I can't. Oh, for. Now I can't get the damn thing apart. Hold on. I gotta get better pliers out. Ow! Fuck! Okay. All right. Take two. I'm also worrying about pulling these like off the board. Okay. Let's do the top first. The bottom is okay. Remind me why, when a power supply fails, I throw it out. Okay. So there's the top. The top two are now connected. I got to get the bottom two reconnected because I had to take those apart. Why can't they give you like extra cabling? Why? Uh-huh. Oh, the cables are getting tangled, that's why. Okay, that's the blue. Okay. Okay, that one's in, I think. I think it feels in. Okay, now comes the fun one, the brown one. Yeah, and also I don't know, this component is like, that I keep bending over is completely in the way. I have no idea what it is. But hopefully, I don't need to replace it.
Ethan's reminding me of how the pins on the bottom of the switch were bent out to like a 30, 40 degree. That's so that those L-shaped boots, which are supposed to be on the bottom, actually will clear the power supply and the pieces on top.
Oh, they're supposed to be on the bottom? Because it
Yeah,
fit in the other way.
yeah, they're supposed to be on the bottom so that they clear.
Mm.
Yeah, this first
This
picture
thing is
there.
becoming like more pain in the ass than it's worth at this point.
Which,
Just this whole fucking switch. Because
yeah, the brown one. It looks like the brown ones go to the bottom and the blue ones on top.
so according to this photo, blue's on one side, brown's on the other.
Blue's on top, brown's on the bottom.
Oh. Oh, the switch is going the other direction. Oh, for
Yeah.
Christ's sakes. Okay. All right. Well, let's take this brown off then. Can't we just add a load with the multimeter to like this connector without having to have it
So
plugged in?
you need to put you need to give the power supply power and then test what the voltages are coming out when it has a load on it.
Mm. Okay. Fuck. These things are a pain in the fucking ass. Once you get them on, they don't want to come off. There. Okay, so I gotta take. Oh, fuck it. It's like they get welded on.
Yes, they are a locking connector.
Yeah.
Normally people end up wearing or breaking the locks off.
I'm just ready to. Okay, this has got to go. Okay, so blue is on top. Okay, and brown goes The other way, huh?
Stick a small flat blade screwdriver in between the plastic shroud and the switch and twist it a little. That's what Ethan says.
Okay. Ethan, I think I got it though, bud. But I just gotta get the first one started and I'm good. And come on. You son of a fucking whore. I can't turn the power supply enough to get it that the L shape is facing the bottom. That's the problem I'm having right now. Like, I have no idea how this was done. Because there's not enough room. Maybe? No, oh, for fuck's sakes. And now the blue one just came off. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on, you little son of a whore. There. Okay, I got one. Where's the regular brown one? There it is. Okay. We're getting there, Ethan. We're getting there. I just got to get at like the right angle to do this. And that is the paint. In the earth. In the earth. In the earth. In the earth. We're getting there. We're kind of getting there. Come on. Turn. Just slightly turn. You son of a. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. We're almost there. No, we're not almost there. Maybe. Haha. Okay. They're plugged in. We got it plugged in.
Awesome.
We got it plugged in. I want to see what. No, yeah, that's the one I want. Why isn't my. Weird, my YouTube chat isn't keeping up with the stream weird.
No, chat's
I wanted
been
to see.
for a little bit.
I wanted to see. Yeah. Yeah, that's the photo I was looking at. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, should I plug it in?
Let's take a little looky-loo here.
Okay, hang tight. No, the cross. Oh. Okay. Shouldn't be. Okay. Sorry. Let's move my camera down so I can see what's going on. Why am I small? Where's that big? Okay. So I got that connected up.
Cool.
Ta-da. Janky as it is, it's connected.
Perfect. And then the other thing you'll have to do is reassemble the nut and washer stack with all the green wires.
I don't know where all that is.
Should be all in the.
Yeah. Do we really need it though? Like just to do a test of like 2 hard drives?
Make sure you do not touch anything that's made of metal during the entire test then.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's put some adapter doodles on these drives.
Yep.
To make these dead SATA drives. Molex. Okay, that's one. Because I didn't give them all to Emily.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, that's one. This is two. I remember the first time I didn't do SATA and being so annoyed with it, but then I was like, oh, there's little notches. Okay, plug them in. Okay. If you can, I really want to know what this device is. Do you want to take a look at that link? Because you would know better than I would. This is well out of
Yeah.
my wheelhouse.
We can definitely take a look at that for you.
Okay.
His is a much later power supply than mine because it's actually a printed circuit board and not the
Yeah, I noticed that it was, yeah.
hand stuff.
Okay, so, ta-da! There we go. We got the
Yep.
connectors on. We got the Molex connected. Molex is connected up here. So I guess plug it in and turn it on.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the layout looks exactly the same, but yours is an actual printed circuit board where this looks like
Yeah, see,
someone.
ours is not.
It's
more like
all
Army
one-sided
brown.
on the bottom and looks like it was drawn pretty well with a conductive pen.
We need to see the post number on it. Part number? Part
Yeah, we
number
can.
on what?
Yeah, early revision, hand-built stuff.
Okay. So it's turned off right now. So
Yep.
I can touch metal while I plug it in. Just gonna steady it. Is that the way
Yes,
it
we
goes?
will take a look in a moment, Joe.
Read the chat. I have been reading the chat. What are you saying?
He sent a picture of what he's looking to see what something is, and we'll take a good look for him in a moment.
Okay. Oh, that was Jill that was asking to do that?
No, it was Ethan asking to do something.
Oh. I really want to know what this device is. All right.
Yep.
Thanks, Ethan.
I think one of the big problems here is one of us pulled it apart and the other one's putting it back together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will come by and do final reassembly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, huh?
Oh, before you power it up, can you make sure 2 screws go in the board? They can be any 2 screws.
I don't have the board officially in all the way because if anything doesn't work, I got to take the board back out.
I want 2 screws in to make sure that we don't have any of the traces on the bottom touching a standoff.
Okay.
Like
Right,
that removes any potential whoops it shifted type silliness.
Okay. All right. Well, there's the issue is trying to get these wires now. That's the problem.
Well, there's 8 screw holes. There's one
No,
by that.
I realize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hang on.
All right,
but I
I'll
got to
try
get it
that.
in. I got to get it in square. That's the problem.
Yep.
Yep. And I can't get this end won't go in. Thanks. Fucked up power supply. All right. Yeah, this is going nowhere fast. Trying to get it past this metal thing, that's the problem.
I think I pulled the other end of the power supply out when I did that.
Yeah, this board is going nowhere in a hurry. This whole area is like solidly where it is. I can't move it in or out.
Okay.
There we go.
Can't you slip it into that slot there and push it through?
You mean like down here? And try. There we go.
That's what I remembered something like that, but I thought it was some sort
But
of feed thing.
something is stopping it from literally going all the way in, and I don't know what. And I can't see what. All right, can I possibly put a screw in there? Yeah, Dana, this is going nowhere fast.
Okay.
And I can't get it square enough to put any screws in.
Uses don't break them.
Hey.
Yeah,
It went in.
perfect.
Okay, let me get a couple screws out. Sorry, it was just fighting me, that's all.
Yeah, Ethan said he popped one of the plugs out to make it easier to do stuff. When we pulled it apart, I think I popped one or two little winglets out and said, fuck this.
All right, I have no idea what the screws are that hold this thing in, so we're going to find out together. Okay, I'm going to try to put this one in this corner over here. That's closer to me. If I can get that. There we go.
In the pill bottle, there should just be like 8 that are identical.
Yeah, I know. I think I found at least 2 of them that look identical. Ta-da. Okay, there's one. And that's got plastic on it. That does not. Sorry, folks. Did not mean to hit the camera. Okay, I found it. Excuse me, I found an identical one. Try not to burp as I say that. Ta-da! We're getting there, Dana. We're getting there. I just need to yell a little bit, that's all. Okay, and I'm going to put the other one in here, right by this thing. So, normally I'd put them in corner, but those corner ones are a bit of a pain in the patoot, and this is becoming a pain in the patoot because it's not magnetized. Bear with me one sec while I get my iFixit screwdriver out. Because it'd be easier to do this. I gotta try to hold the board with one hand, so I'm kind of like down a hand.
Yep.
So let's get this out.
Next time I'm able to make it up there, I'll have to actually go make one of those cables up to test the machine starting up.
Okay. So I got the iFixit screwdriver. I hope this is the right head. It is the right head. Sweet. Okay. Come on, baby cakes. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Yep. Yeah, I just had to kind of push back with one hand. And
Yep.
I need a magnetic screwdriver for the other.
Yep.
Ta-da! So we got 2 screws in.
The board trying to twist and escape. So I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah, they have captive washers, but trying to get the screw started. That was the tricky part, Ethan. Yeah, where's the tricky part? Okay. So let's plug it back in. I don't know which way this goes. Oh, goes that way. Okay. Thought so. All right, hands are off. I have nothing touching metal, as you can see. Or at least none of my body extremities are touching metal. I'm gonna take a mouthful of water.
Yep. You have your fire extinguisher
So
ready?
Ethan, that's gonna be Dana. That does that. So all right. Oh, Dana actually beat me to it. So let's turn it on. And I'm just touching the plastic on
Yep.
on this. It's actually all covered in plastic, so yay. If I can get the darn thing on.
Cool.
We have fan spin.
Yep.
They actually don't sound too bad, Dana. There's a little bit of...
They need
Hold
to
on.
be lubricated.
Oh, it's my drives ticking. Okay, I'm like, what? Okay, I'm going to take off my headset for a sec because I have noise cancellation, so I can't.
Yep.
I hear noise, but I don't know what the hell I'm hearing. Okay, so it's my drives that are making funky noises. I'm going to try to move closer with my headset, see if you can hear that. Can you hear the tick?
No, I can't hear you over my recovering drive clicking behind me. And
Okay.
It's louder than the one I got. The head's louder, but the bearings are quieter than the one I got from you.
Nice. So yeah, we have power going to a drive, which is making the ticking sound of death, which is fine because as we were talking, Dana and I were talking earlier today to use drives that I didn't care about, and well, these came out of my junk pile. So, but yeah. So what should we do with this thing while we have it on?
I had the pinout for that at one point, and of course, when I'm getting ready to come in here, I can't find it. So, what
Okay.
you should be able to do is stick your multimeter in the yellow pin. So set it to voltage.
Okay. That's this side. Should I put it on 200? I guess.
On 20.
Oh, on 20. Okay.
And then you're going to want to stick one of the probes into the. You could even use the floppy connector, I guess. Stick the red one into the yellow, and then stick the black into one of the blacks, and you should see about 12 volts.
Go. All right, so just bear with me one sec because I got it kind of resting. There we go. All right, let me get my glasses back on. Bear with me one sec, please. Please hold. Whenever you just... So, hey, we seem to be working so far. So good. Okay. I don't have any, by the way, there is no smoke, no fireworks coming off the power supply.
Which is good.
Yay. Yeah. That was a fear. All right, so oh, sorry, I got to take off the... I have these super thin tips, so I keep the covers on them when I'm not using it, just to prevent bending. Ta-da! All right. What am I getting from?
So.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Okay. Okay. So I am putting the black and what? Sorry.
Into not on that connector. Unplug one of the drives. That's probably the safest.
Okay, I'm going to turn this off just before I do that.
Sure.
Okay. There we go. All right, let's unplug the top drive. I think that's the one making the ticking sound of death.
Yep.
So, okay. We are now unplugged. That drive is... Oh no, I unplugged the bottom one. Oh well, whatever.
Nope, you just went offline. I guess I'm the only one here for now. Yeah, Vaxstation's an old little desktop workstation from 1980s, a descendant of the old Vax mainframes.
Hi.
Did you pop the breaker?
No, I pressed the back button on my keyboard. Hi, everybody. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh no, I'm looking at... No, I'm not... Ah. Well, I didn't... my name was with the... was at 30%, and I'm plugged.
Okay. So you do need one drive plugged in to make
Yeah, I'm gonna just switch the cable around.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. If it wants to plug in, there we go. Okay. Because I think it's the top one that's ticking, so I could be wrong. Okay, so turn it back on.
Turn it back on.
Okay. It's on. We don't have any fan spin.
Then there's not enough load for the power supply to start up.
Okay. The fans
So-
like quickly spun and then stopped.
Yep, turn her off.
Okay. So we need both drives in plugged in, I guess?
I guess so. So hopefully you can get the probes into the floppy connector there. Yeah, 32-bit machine.
Hi again.
Hello.
Sorry. It's the, what it was. Um, this connector got on the backspace key. And just the slightest touch of it makes the whole computer,
Yep.
my screen do a back. Sorry about that. Hey man, you need a chunker HD. Unfortunately, I don't have any of these. These are the only. We were talking today, and I was told not to use laptop drives, so I dug these two out. But that's
Because you need the 12-volt load so that it doesn't.
Yeah. I'm having
Yeah.
problems hearing Trina sometimes. Turn up your hearing aid, Joe.
It seems to select the wrong mic when you rejoin
Oh, one
until it
second.
kicks over.
Yeah, hang on. Let me go into my audio settings. Oh no, I have it. It's on my headset. Do I sound better or worse?
You sound fine.
Okay, cool. It's fine now though. Okay, yeah, it might be just after I join. It might take a second. All right, so I want to try turning this on again with the two drives connected just to make sure we get fan spin.
Yep.
Okay, there's the fans. And now it's not doing anything.
Make sure everything's still firmly connected.
Yeah, I just reconnected everything.
The one behind the multimeter looks a little suspicious.
Okay, I can try that again. Yeah, okay. Unplug and plug it back in. I can't get it anymore in.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's much less fun.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to just double check the connectors. Okay, those are fine. That's fine. I'm checking sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. And also, hello, Birio. I'm going to try to pronounce your name, and sorry if I mispronounce it. Welcome. Okay, what the hell is that sitting on? All right, I'm going to just double check the connectors on these. Okay, that one's solidly in. I'll redo this one on the bottom. Okay, so all the connectors have been confirmed.
Okay.
Okay. Turn it on. And it did the same thing. Fan spun up for a sec. It could be the drives are dying.
Is the power supply ticking?
No. There's no noise. All I can hear is the computer beside me.
Okay.
So what do we do from here?
Thinking.
Okay. There are 2 fuses on it, but I mean, unless the fuse is blue. They're under the power.
Likely.
They're all
The
they're all up.
fan twitch is a sign that it's starting up and then something's causing it to shut back down, but the question is what?
Mm-hmm. I also don't smell like any burnt smoke, so that's a good sign.
Deck had pretty good anti-self-destruct stuff for since pretty well the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just saying, at least as much as I can say, my work works because there's nothing burning and blowing up and stuff. So
Okay. Now that it's sat for about a minute, humor me this and
try it again.
Back up, yeah.
Actually, what I'm going to try to do, just for shits and giggles, and I'll also unplug it, just for fun. Just for funsies. Unplug it for about 20 seconds.
Sure.
Really let the caps drain out. See. Yeah, I think, Joe, when I go muffled, it's when I first rejoin. But let me know if it gets muffly through it as I'm hopefully stay on the stream this time.
Yep.
Okay, let's give that a try. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're solidly plugged in.
Yep.
We're solidly plugged in with all the connectors. 3, 2, 1. Nothing.
Nothing.
She twitched.
Okay.
You were going in and out. Oh, muffled all activity. Live. Oh, okay. Just let me know, Joe.
Alright, so drives are
Confirmed, connected.
Yep.
The connector is confirmed, connected. What I can do, I'm going to take this apart for a sec. I'm just going to double check my, but they all sounded like they snapped, kind of like made a snap when they went in. Just double check they're all in there.
Interesting.
Holy jumping. Hi, 37 people. Welcome. I need to do more of these power supplies. Dana, get me another one.
You mentioned any deck stuff, you'll watch your channel grow like you're putting gasoline on a fire.
Hi, folks. For those of you who are new, feel free to hit the like and subscribe. I don't live stream every day, although there was a while back where I streamed like 3 days in a row, but I generally don't. I'll send you mine. Thanks, Ethan. That'd be great. So buy more tech stuff. Yeah. I don't have to buy it. It's Dana that's been buying it. I'm just waiting to. I'm going to make everybody the same size for a sec. Oh, sorry. Do you have an idea?
Yeah, humor me this. Unplug the drives.
Okay.
And try powering it up.
Yep. Please hold. Yeah. Let me show you what I'm doing. Hi, folks, because I got people watching. I'm gonna.
Oh, like unplug the. Probably just unplug the splitter.
Oh, yeah, I can do that as well. I just unplugged the SATA connectors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also want the splitter unplugged. We can totally do
Yeah, because
that.
the SATA connectors, those things tend to short sometimes.
Okay. Also could be the
All right,
drive.
let's see if the power's off.
See what happens.
So those Molex to SATA adapters are hot, wet garbage. They're known for sometimes the wires getting hot and shifting and shorting and burning your house down.
Okay.
Those are El Pubello.
It
One of
also,
them.
I'm also wondering, Dana, because there was a drive. One of the two drives was like really ticking.
Yep.
And I wonder if it like failed in a spectacular way, like in
It's
between.
entirely possible. I'm
In
just
between the.
being bullheaded.
Yeah. No. I'm throwing a logical, me being logical.
Yeah.
The Vulcan side of me is coming out. Live long and prosper.
So, seeing as the power supply is running, let's test some voltages.
Yeah, okay, let's turn this back on.
Yep, set it to 20.
And let me get the caps off because I also put the caps back on because I'm like,
Yep.
well, if this doesn't work, might be just calling it a stream. Okay, so what would you like me to do?
Stick the red probe into the yellow cable and the black probe into the black cable.
Which black does it matter?
It matters not.
Okay, so hang on. Please hold. I'll grab these. Oops. Oops. And it's not an oops with the power supply, so don't worry. Just my magnifying glass decided to fall down when I put it on my head. Okay. So, red. I'm going to put a space. And black. And we are getting 11.4546.
Which isn't great, but also not terrible because there's no load.
Okay.
And then I would do the same thing with the red wire. Move the red probe to the red wire, keep the black in the black.
Okay. The problem is they're a little, like, these are they're a little thick to try to get them side by side. That's why I got to put like a gap between them.
Yep.
But thankfully we got two blacks. That's
And
5.26
volts, which is in range.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ta-da.
So that's probably fine.
Okay.
So I guess next time I'm up in your neck of the woods, I guess we're going to have the reassembly stream, and maybe I'll bring the computer and get that to boot up.
That sounds good.
Unfortunately, I have obligations. That means I won't be able to make an appearance until weekend after next.
That's fine. Whenever you can make it, that's good. So yeah, so this, by the way, for those who are new, because I'm down to 27 now, apparently turning it on, everybody's like, it works now. This is Dana, who's here on the chat with me. He was talking about a board, and I'm like, that he was having some issues with. That was I can turn this off, I assume. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And he was talking about this board that he had, and I'm like, well, that he had some trace damage. I'm like, well, do you want to bring it up and we can ultrasonic it? And then the next thing I knew, he came with like 50 boards and this power supply, and we spent like all night. We were up crazy hours. No, I'm joking. But he did bring a few boards, including this power supply that he wanted to get recapped. Or, well, have the caps removed. So that was what I thought I was going to do. And then I ended up recapping it as well. And today, this cap I ordered. So I had ordered a replacement for the reefer cap. That's what this blue box is, actually. But I had ordered, let me get them out for a sec, and you can see what the problem was. Because DigiKey did not want them back, so I still have them. But I ordered this one. And you can see, so it's lined up with the back of it. You can see a bit of a gap in the front. So I've been wanting one of these for a while. I bought myself a caliper. And I measured the pins on the old reefer cap. And with the help of a friend of mine, Cass, we were able to get the right one, which arrived today. So that was kind of the last. There was that in a small cap that I managed to find out where it went, and also had to move one of the caps around because I had it backwards. But good thing I moved it around, or we'd have things blowing up on us. Also, good thing I ordered some spare caps. So, yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else, Dana, we can do with this? Because again, this is outside of my. I'm a PC technician, but this is. I was 9 when this came out, so this is a bit ahead of my time.
So that's okay. You know what? The projects I'm just going to put you on. I'm just going to grab your arm, drag you kicking and screaming into becoming a better tech.
I don't mind. I completely don't mind at all. Like I actually have thoroughly enjoyed this because it's also like for those who are new here, such as Ethan, I have just a few months ago. No, God, it's been longer than that, maybe a year, because I was working at the time. And it's been depressing that it's been a year. I still can't find a job, but I got this soldering station and started doing some soldering. So I've been kind of off and on soldering. So this helped again increase my skills. And again, thanks to Emily. I don't know Emily is. I know Emily is doing some family time tonight, but when Emily watches, I owe a huge thanks to Emily for helping me in those early days of soldering and kind of giving me some pointers, which helped when I ran into some desoldering, more of the desoldering issues with these ones. But yeah. So I don't mind. Send me more problems your way. My way. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go ask a whole bunch of. Reminds me, I'm gonna have to go ask Eric a whole bunch of questions. We do need to find out what that part is on the board for Ethan, though.
Oh yeah, sorry, I did not look. Which live stream am I going to? Sorry, I got like.
He sent a picture there.
Okay.
You'll need to get the board back out of the case because he's looking for the thing that's about the size of a 7805 voltage regulator. Hopefully you know what one of those looks like. It's next to the little transformer looking guy where all the cables are on that little board sticking up. He wants to know what the part number is on that little transistor.
Do I have to take the board out, or could I just take a picture? And
if you can get a good picture of it, you absolutely can. For ease of access, I'll just fling this into Discord for you.
Thank you. I was just about to ask Ethan if he could resend the picture. Okay. So it's hold on, sorry, I gotta come back to my stream. I'm going to change cameras back to my bench cam. So it's that, because there's the coil. Yeah, your
Yep.
coil's even a different color, Ethan. This is
Yeah.
so interesting. Yeah, so if you look here, like, I'm interested. Oh yeah, shoot, you can't. Ethan, can you take off one of those caps and tell us if it shows you where the positive and negative is? Sorry, I'm being goofy. All right. So I know exactly what he's pointing at. I can see it. Yeah, I can get a photo of that. That's no problem. Because it's right in behind this, yeah, it's right there. You're looking for a part number on it? Or, sorry, Ethan, what were you looking for again?
Yeah, he's looking for the part number or the silk screen on that thing.
Ooh. That might be a little more tricky. I'm like, I can take a photo of it, but hold on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the silk screen. All right, first things first, I'm going to unplug this.
Yep.
Power supply. I mean, we're off, so technically, I should be safe, but
Oh, come on, you can't honestly tell me you don't like getting a little bit of zapping in your life.
I do, but not from this kind of toy.
Oh.
All right, let's see what I can do for you, Ethan. If I can get a. I don't know if there's even any silk screening on it. Sorry, hold on. Let me.
Oh, like the printing on the.
Yeah, I know.
Guy.
I get what you're asking, but I don't know if I can see it. There it is. Because there's components in the way. You know what you should have asked me this, Ethan, is when I was decapping it. Because now there's caps in the way. That's the problem. Okay, hang on. I'm waiting for my camera to develop. It's gonna sound weird to say. Yeah, there's no silk screening that's visible. And the other side is right against that board, so good luck finding out what that is. Only way I could find out what it is, remove it from the board. Seriously. Because here, I'll show, let me change my camera back to my front facing. Hi. Desolder, yeah, I know, I might have to, Joe. Because there it is there. The cap is in the way, and then there's a little other flicker thing that's stuck in the way of it.
The phone might be able to see it with a nice strong flashlight. Desoldered also works. That's true too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I might just end up desoldering it, and then we might have to order another part from DigiKey. I mean, I got all the gear still on my desk. I can do the desoldering right now. Should we?
Hey, you know what? I'm willing to help someone out. If you're feeling like doing her, then go for it. It works. I thought yours. I thought you needed to know what your crispy one was.
Don't desolder it. It works. Okay.
Oh, yeah, don't destroy the power supply. Yeah, the little mirrors they use to make sure you still have your cats on the car is the perfect thing to stick in there and look at it. Little mirror on a stick.
Oh,
Posable.
I mean, Ethan, I'm kind of feeling good now because guess what? I decapped it. I removed all the caps. I put new caps on, and it works. So I'm kind of feeling on like cloud 9. So I really don't mind doing that. I can totally do it. It won't take long. Let's do it. Why not? This is for Ethan, by the way. By the way, if you like my content, I have a coffee account. Go buy me a coffee. Ethan? Of course, I'm teasing you. Where did I put the screwdriver? Okay, there it is. One of us should have a booting. It's okay, Ethan. Seriously, it's the only way I'm going to be able to find out because I don't have one of those little inspection mirrors. And yeah, the other side is facing. Oh, sorry, you can't see. Because you're looking at me and not the board. Because yeah, one side is covered by those components, and then the other side is literally backed up against this board, which are not suckable, so they don't come out. So yeah, there's that. And thanks to I-8386, Jesse, I'm just going to say Jesse because, yeah, I could feel that one going south as soon as I started. I do have a desoldering gun now, so yeah. So now comes the fun part, Dana.
Yo.
We're trying to get those that power switch off.
Yep. I mean,
yeah.
you can use this for now. I'm seriously contemplating buying quieter fans for it. Ones that'll actually move enough air. I'm not going to be trashing it, but be nice if the machine was a wee bit quieter.
It's actually not too bad. I didn't find it all that noisy when I had the fan spinning.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe just needed a bit of a break. Also, you could try oil for sewing machines.
I have sewing machine oil, strangely enough.
There you go. Yeah, give that a shot. See if that'd help lubricate it.
Yeah, we can give that a whirl.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, they didn't sound like I was expecting, like, because I've never heard them spin, obviously. But I was expecting, like, from what you were saying, like just a noisy thing, but they weren't too bad. I've heard worse.
They're not awful. They do sound old.
Yeah, well, I hate to tell you, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this stupid. Ow. There we go. Power switch is removed. And I hurt myself doing it.
Please don't.
Yeah, I know. All right. So let's remove this bad boy. Okay, I'm gonna put your cable down there, Dana. How did we get this out? How did I get it in? That's the ultimate question. There we go.
Unfortunately, I don't know the trick offhand, and it's one of those.
No, I got it. I got it going. We're all good.
Have the intuition.
I got her going. We're all good. I just got to remove those cables from the grounding cables. I just stuck them on there, and now they're like, oh, wow. There we go. That's one. That's two. And we have a board removed. Look at that. Okay. So, where are the pins? There are the pins. Let me get my... I don't know if I'm going to need my soldering iron. I should plug it, I guess, back in. Please hold. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but It doesn't hurt to have it plugged in. And I can turn the unit on. At least don't need to turn on the gun, the soldering gun yet, but also I'm gonna connect my desoldering gun because that takes a bit to warm up. So, okay, that's plugged in. Find out where this part is. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I actually I'm trying to see right now before we do remove it. There. If I can see a part number on that, that might help. If I can see it against like the board, in between the board and the component.
I will return in a moment.
Oh, I see silk screen right on the top of it. Ethan, we might have, sorry, we were looking at some cables. Just bear with me while I get my camera in place.
I said I would return, and then I heard you calling. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I'm saying to Ethan, I can see some numbers on the top of that. The other ones are in between that and the board. So I can't obviously make those out because it's a little tight in there. But I can try to see what I can do for getting a photo of what I can see. So I'm just going to I'm going to just pan the camera back because I need to get my phone in there. See if I can see. Dana, need a third hand. Wow, it's not coming out on the camera. Okay, so there's, oops. Let's go to my photos. Yeah, I'm not seeing, I can't make that out. It's too blurry. And there is more writing behind it, but I can't. Yeah. I don't have the right. Shoot. That's going to be a pain in the patoot. So, Ethan, on yours, sorry, I'm not showing you the part. That part there, you can't still see it because of the stupid board that's in the way. It's this one here, correct, that we're looking at? Labeled on the top. Yeah, looks like mine might have a label. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely the part. Yeah. Yeah, I just can't make out. Oh, hang on. I have up here, which you're not looking at. Ta-da! I have a microscope. Maybe the microscope can pick that up. Get some light on it. So just bear with me one sec. I just was thinking, I'm like, hey, look at that. Use some brain power. All right, let's see if I can find that part on the board. There it is. Just will not.
All right, and we're back.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do right now, I got my microscope out. Because all of a sudden I'm like, wait, why don't I use my microscope to see if I can see that? Oh, it just fell. If I can see that part number.
Yep.
So just hold on for a second. I got to get this camera better shooting at the. Ta-da! Sorry, I'm not exactly professional. Dana will apparently make me kick and scream going into being more professional. It is upside down. Okay, so let's turn this bad boy around. Oh, I'm actually going to unplug my desoldering gun because it's getting hot. And we're not doing anything with it right now, so. Hey, Mystic Coder. No, I'm trying to help Ethan identify a part on the power supply, and the issue. I'm going to just move my camera down. The issue with sorry, did not mean to blind folks with my magnifying glass. The issue is that the part is up against. If I can get a shot of it. Bear with me one sec. The part is right. Sorry, you're seeing my name, not the part. Okay, let me raise this up a little bit. The part is right here. I can see silk screening on the side closest to the board, but there ain't much room to see. But I did see on top of it, there is a part number. So we're trying to get what that part number is. And I didn't realize so I'm using my microscope because I'm really high tech here. We're learning. But I'm trying to get that part under the microscope. I forget what the hell I'm looking at this point. So that's the cap. There you go. Look at that. Can you read that? It's 166709. I'm going to zoom in here. I am not sure what the part is, honestly. Perhaps Ethan can say. See if you can see the side of it instead, Trina. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure. Ethan, can you read that number that I'm showing you on the top? Works now. I'm Googling. All right, take your time, Ethan. I'm in no rush. I had a nap this afternoon, so I'm actually good. Oh, sorry, the cable went back over it. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can, Joe, I will move it here. The rest was on fire. Yeah, mine also has maybe 7 and then 0, 9. Okay. All right, so you got, Ethan, you're good with the number for now? Because I'm gonna see if I can see what's written in between that part and the board. If you're good with that.
Looks like it's some kind of MOSFET.
Okay. Ta-da. It has an M on it. Does that help any? It's Motorola, maybe?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
C122F1.
Okay, so Dana said the top, it's upside down, unfortunately, because just the way the component's attached, and no, I can't flip it around because you'll be looking at the bottom of the board. So Dana, what did you say that was? C12?
Charlie 122 Foxtrot 1.
Okay. And it's a Motorola component because you can kind of see the Motorola M. And Ethan says that he agrees.
Yep, and looks to be a build date of 18th week of 89.
Okay. That's what's down by the M, I assume you mean. Yep. Okay.
Yep, Motorola silicon controlled rectifier.
Hey, look at that. He's got a data sheet. Oh no, Joe has a data sheet.
Yep.
Joe just put a link to the Moser data sheet, by the way. Ethan there in the chat. If everybody's good, I'm kind of holding the board at a weird bit of an angle, so I'm gonna let it go. Are you good, Ethan?
That should, you should be.
Yeah, we're all good. Okay, cool. Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure before I let go.
Yep.
because Ethan's been a help to me, so I want to make sure to return the favor. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. There you go. So yeah, so Joe of Joe's Computer Museum. Go to jcm-1.com for all your retro computer needs. Joe is like the Amazon of retro computing stuff. He has a lot of great folks that develop things, and then Joe sells them for them. And yeah, Joe also does some amazing work himself. I'm not short selling Joe, but you don't need to be looking at my screen. Hi everybody! Look, you're looking at the stream on the stream on the stream on the stream. Let me change my camera back. But yes, check out jcm-1.com and just go buy one of everything. Just buy one of everything.
Yep.
There you go. Joe put the link to his website in the chat. So yeah, that's where I get all my components to do the recapping. Was off DigiKey as well, Ethan. I found they had better shipping than Moser. Moser was like $20 and DigiKey was $8. So yeah, you can tell where I went. Yes. Oh. Ooh, nice. Joe just said that he has some. I put some new stuff in stock to fix. I think that's supposed to be fix. Mac portables. Very nice, Joe. Congratulations. So there we go. The power supply works. And we're getting correct, well, at least as much as we know at this point. We're getting correct voltages out of the Molex. Although one of them was a bit low, wasn't it?
Yes, and from my understanding, it's a wee bit low. Because there's no load. You can see similar things happen like with the TRS power supplies.
Mm. Okay, so this thing was just a...
Jesverty.
Yes?
It's a Digital Equipment Corporation power supply.
But now I want to find like a dead power supply in the wild and just like try to fix it now. But like an ATX one. Nothing like this.
Nothing like this, but like the ones that go in like TRS 80s and Apple IIs and such like that, they're really easy to fix.
Oh, well, yeah, I could do those. No, it is a digital. What Dana said, Mystic Coder, and hi, Mystic Coder. I don't know if I said hi to you. Hey, socket wench. Hello, hello. There you go. Ethan put the linkamadoodle in the chat. I gotta go to my YouTube page because I can't click on links. There you go. Oh, it has 3 pins. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Hope that'll get your Vaxstation booted up, and then maybe you can see you on HackNet.
So guess what, Socket Winch, and anybody else who might be just tuning in, with the help of Ethan and Dana and a lot of me swearing a lot, we got the power switch reconnected. Put the board temporarily with just 2 screws holding it in, back in the case, and we're able to get it booted up. It booted fine. I think it's an issue with Dana. I think the issue is back to those drives, because one was seriously ticking. So, and then before we turned it off, it had stopped. So I think it
Oh.
was just, I think it was just a matter of like, it just, fucked up. Which, doesn't surprise me. They came out of e-waste, so.
So this just means you got to test the short circuit and fire protection on it for free.
Yeah, exactly. And guess what? They worked. And so socket winch, we didn't have any fireworks. Nothing caught fire. Nothing blew up. Whew. Yay. So, yeah. It looks like an equivalent from blah, blah, blah.
Little Fuse.
Little Fuse.
Little Fuse makes good stuff too.
But what about the joy of experiencing house current? I didn't experience any house current. I was super careful not to touch any metal when it was turned on. But
Yeah.
and then we took a multimeter, confirmed that. But something went awry either with the SATA to Molex, because I didn't have any dead. Funny enough, no dead Molex or IDE power supply. So we used SATA to Molex adapters. It could be the adapters. It could be, again, I'm going back to the drive because it was really not happy. So let me see.
Just
I like that. I only Twitch, experienced the Twitch 4 times. Twitch. Hey, thanks, Mark. So I don't know, send me your soldering projects. I own a company called Computers with Pride. If you need to find my website, it's computerswithpride.ca. Reach out to me. I'm in Canada. I'm in Toronto. So if anybody here is also in Canada and wants some recapping work, contact me. And we'll go from there. But I think on that note, I'm going to say thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a great night. Dana, you need to send me some more deck stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, Dana mutes himself every so often. So
Yeah, I go back and forth and mute myself because I don't want to blow headphone users' ears out with the keyboard.
oh, fair enough. Yes, that is the correct website, Dana or Ethan. I'm now getting you and Ethan and Dana confused. Sorry, guys. But yeah, trinastech.com. It has links to everywhere I am online, including computersofpride.ca. There's also a link to my coffee account if you can afford it. Be greatly appreciated if you could buy me a coffee. But on that note, thanks everybody. This could become Trina's deck babble channel. Who knows? But just stay tuned. I don't know when my next stream is going to be. Sometimes I get a computer in that is having a weird problem, and then 5 minutes later I've solved it. Like the desktop that had the blue screen of death, and it had done an update, Windows 10 update, and then it just wouldn't. It didn't look like it shut down properly, and the drive was bad. So I sold the customer a new to them computer that I had here because it was cheaper than upgrading their Win 7 box. But good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, do all that good YouTube-y stuff to make YouTube happy and also to give you more content like mine. On that note, thanks everybody and have a great night. Bye.